My name is Bob Dingman. I was an EM2 electrician's mate. That going on. The captain was as I said before, was a sailor's sailor. They call it sailor. His crew was his top part of what he wanted to take care of on that ship. But he used to, he started a program where he invited Marines out. They would take a squad of Marines that just came in from patrol out in the jungles of Vietnam, maybe 12 people, 12, 24 or something like that, a number, and they would put them on a helicopter and fly them out to the ship. And they would come on board, and they'd be all mud and everything, and they'd give them all new uniforms, you know, wash their existing uniforms. They would go down. They had their own berthing area. They'd come out for 3 or 4 days, like a little short R&R, rest and relaxation, they called it. They would just do whatever they wanted on the ship. They could just sit there, or they could sleep all the time, or you give them new uniforms. They could go down to the mess decks at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and order a steak, and they'd cook them a steak, you know, or whatever. So, and they wandered around and got to talk to him because he wanted us to know who we were supporting, you know, and he wanted them to know that we were out there for them. Them to get a little, you know, interaction between us, because when you're sitting off the coast, you just, like we used to say, we sat off the coast and watched the war, you know, because you could see the planes dropping bombs and you know, inland, and we were firing, but you didn't have the connection of being right in there, in country. So this helped us really learn from the people, the guys that were actually in country, what we needed to know about them, and they needed to know that we were there for them. So it was pretty impressive. We had small boats come out that would then they swap. We'll give you this Vietnamese gun, and you give us 5 pounds of coffee. You know, they'd pull up and we refuel them, things like that. So we were always being visited by somebody, it seemed like. So we had a helicopter deck on there that was constantly active of helicopters coming and going. They actually, the bosun's mate painted New Jersey International on it, and they used to announce flights coming in and out with flight numbers like they would at the airport. It got them kind of neat. They would say flight such and such coming from Da Nang, arriving, you know, such and such things. So they're taking off. So they tried to make it a little personal as far as being a little different. Personnel and supplies. We used to get quite a few, lots of, you know, all the military officers wanted to visit the ship. You know, we had Army, Marines, we had Vietnamese Army and generals and admirals and all kinds of people that constantly wanted to just come out and be on the ship, visit the ship, and meet with the captain. So there were always constantly that going on.